right, and I really appreciate my wife's sexy body as well. And once we finish this video, I'm really going to try to convince her to make another video that none of you can ever see.
Stop it. Don't give. 2, 3. Happy New Year, everyone. This is Quyn.
Happy New Year. Hands here.
And welcome back to Inter-Bliss. Sorry, we've been missing a few weeks. We've been enjoying our holiday too much. Eating too much.
Yep, we've been having visitors. We've been eating and feasting, living like kings is what we kept saying. That's how we live up here. Quyn, of course, lives like a queen, but that's almost every day for her. So.
Yeah, so we thought we'd take this opportunity to talk about New Year, talk about our reflection from last year, and so what do you feel like the highlights for last year? Well, yeah, last year. That's right. Last year.
We had a lot of highlights last year. We had a good year, right? So, but the biggest thing is you moved back to Powell River. Yeah. That was super nice, right? Managed to pry you out of the city and get you to come back to Powell River. So that was nice.
Why is that nice for you?
Well, you're my wife. I like having my wife in the same city as me most of the time. And so it wasn't happening when you were not living in the same city as me. So now we're all together and we're having a good time like that. Then we went to the Dominican. We went to Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is really a highlight for me. I really like Niagara Falls.
And so then when we visited Toronto, that was really nice. I met my teacher, my very first teacher in Canada when I was 13, 14 years old.
If you scooch over any further, you'll be out of the screen.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, why is it so tiny?
You want to start over? Just move it a little bit. That's a little bit better. Anyway, we can carry on.
Yeah, and then met with my cousin who I grew up with, met with my friend and her partner. So I met with her in McMaster when I was 21. Yeah. And another friend. Yeah.
We had Christmas dinner we had dinner with your teacher's family.
Yeah, right? Easter dinner.
Easter dinner, right? I knew there was some holiness involved.
We spent Easter in
Dominican.
Toronto.
Well, we were in the Dominican just before that.
Yeah.
And then we went to Maui too. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was nice. And then we went dancing on some cruises.
That's right.
Right? In Vancouver. And what else?
I had surgery on a really delicate area of my body. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you're healing well. And so it was really good. Lots of time together with us. Lots of relationship time for sure. Yeah, I mean, my career was also really good too. In terms of financial growth, the same as the year before, so there wasn't more growth. So I'm hoping more growth this year, right? But in terms of fulfillment, it was really wonderful. And at the end of the year, I started training for couple therapy, and I'm looking forward to really expanding on my work with couples. So yeah, that was the highlight for me. Anything else you want to add? No.
I mean, all my highlights were family related and personal oriented. Career wise.
You had a great was it birthday or Father's Day with your grandson? Was it
birthday?
Oh, birthday! Yeah, we went. Remember what we did?
Oh, excuse me.
On your birthday.
Yeah, just before we went to Maui, right? Because we kind of went to Maui.
Sorry.
We went to Maui for the birthday. Yeah, we had a great time. Got to hang out with my grandson, which is cool. Went to Maplewood Farm and we went out for dinner. We went for dim sum the next morning. He screamed like a maniac before going to bed because he missed his mom and dad, but we survived that too.
Yeah, and it was me calming him down. I didn't do much. All I did was turning on piano music, and the guy started to be calm. And then later on, he'll calm down.
He was so cool. He's lying on the bed with his hand behind his arms. He's lying there, and he says, "Can we turn the piano music off now?" And I'm like, "Why? What's going on?" And he says, "I'm not freaking out anymore."
I was freaked out.
So yeah, sure. We turned the piano music up and do something.
And he was only 3 years old. Yeah, he knew that he was freaking out.
It's really cute. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, get a little bit closer with the grandchild and my child. So that's good. And my grandchild's mother, weird because not my son's wife.
What? What? I'm confused.
My son's partner.
Oh,
I guess
son's
that's what we're
partner.
gonna call
Yes,
it.
yes,
That's what we're gonna
yes.
call it.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
11.
yeah, I want to get closer with all of them, right? So
Yeah.
we're planning to move to the city next year, so that's going to be a big part of it. But for this year, we had a lot of good fun. And
well, last year, remember, it's New Year now.
Yeah, for 2024.
And last night we went out for dinner, for New Year's Eve dinner. So then, we in the city, like in the small town this holiday. So it's more low key, more one-on-one time. Yeah, it's a lot nicer that way. So not.
Yeah, last year we were in the city. We were out dancing and partying until after midnight. But this year, a little more intimate evening for sure.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, so let's talk about our intentions for this year. So okay, let's go like different areas. So for my career, like I said, I would like to have the opportunity to work with more couples and have high impact on that. I like to continue to really enjoy growing my therapy practice because I love working with people. And actually, in a few days, I'm doing a workshop for people in Vietnam. These are people who are coaches and they want to learn more skills to coach people in Vietnam. So I'm training coaches who will coach people. And so yeah, that's my career. How about you? Career wise, what do you hope for this year?
We're going to move to the city, so I'm going to try to get a position with MCC and keep working there. So hopefully it's not as hands-on as what I do now, but I'm going to carry on working with people, helping people the way I do it. And that's my plan career-wise. So yeah, but the big thing is going to be the move next year, I think.
Yes.
Right, that's going to be a production for sure. To move down back to the city, find housing down there, make some decisions about this house. Yeah, I got things like that to work on.
Yeah, so we have a lot to navigate, and we're really good with navigating things usually, but yeah, we probably will sell this house here, this waterfront home, and then we'll, instead of moving into the condo that's being built, we're thinking of maybe renting somewhere, and then rent that condo instead. So we'll see. Yeah. My hope is to stay where it's close to Hans's work, so that easy commute, because the commuting in the city can be very stressful.
Yeah.
And he certainly doesn't need that at this point in his life. For me, it's easy because wherever I am, I can work online, I can work at home, right? So it's easy for me. But also where I want to live is, like in a good community. Like I want to be more sort of more closer to neighbors. I have a tendency to not be as close to neighbors. I tend to keep people kind of far away.
At least at arm's length, right?
So. Yeah. But I'm hoping it will be different. That it's got a more community oriented living.
Right. So so we got that opportunity there. So that's kind of that's my biggest thing going into 2025 is the move and making sure my mom is secure in staying in Powell River. She's determined to stay here. So God bless her if she wants to stay in the town. The healthcare is good. She has good support here, right, with her doctor, with her pharmacist, and I don't blame her for keeping that, because in the city she'd be lost in that healthcare system. And so we're going to find a way to get her into a good, secure housing situation. And once that's in place, then I'll have a free heart to move on to a new adventure,
Yeah. So we're going to visualize, that we can, or that she has a really good place to stay. And then that we can move to the city and feeling good feeling good that your mom is safe and well taken care of.
That's right. And then I still have a great excuse to come up here a couple times a year and visit and hang out with mom and, keep up with the things I like to do here. But living in the city, in the valley, where, wherever, Abbotsford, Mission, whatever, new adventures, new trails, new mountains to climb, new rivers to see, right? So,
and, so purchasing this house on the water was our dream. So some people ask, well, why did you give up your dream if that has been your dream? And the way I see it is, I like to make new dreams too. We have really enjoyed living this dream.
Mm-hmm.
And now, it's time to create new dreams.
And be closer to family. Like family's important, even though, we struggle with family sometimes, right? Because they're not always what we want them to be, right? But it's important to be close to them, right?
Yeah.
And so where we are now, it's really it's a real challenge. It's a real challenge for anyone to come up and visit. So they have to be highly motivated.
And whenever we come down to visit, it's very expensive. Ferry, hotel, eating out, treating people, anywhere from 1,000, 1,500, sometimes even 200,000.
200,000? Who do you hang out with, baby?
Easily. And I think maybe people forget that how expensive it can be for us. It's a lot of sacrifice, and hence would have to take time off work, and but the time we spend with them, each group or each person, limited, like a few hours. So they may not see it like that, but for us, it's a whole big sacrifice financially, time, and energy. Driving is hard for hands.
Well, yeah, it's a long, twisty, turny drive, and it's not fun to do it on a regular.
But we like family and we like friends, and so we do what we have to do for that, right?
Yeah, so it'll be nice when we're living down there, and even if we're in the valley, we're not close to any of the family and friends. Like, we still got to travel an hour-ish to see anybody, but that's okay. That's better than a day's travel.
And at this point, we're thinking of the valley, but who knows? We might end up being in Richmond.
Might end up in Tuason. We might end up.
Who knows? So we'll see. The thing about we just being open to what comes our way, but also having the intention. The intention is to live somewhere that's convenient, close to work,
healthy,
good community. That's the intention.
Yep.
And wherever that might be, we're open to God's work or the universe.
Sure, yeah. That's it.
Our invitation for you is to reflect on what was important to you last year, and to make some intentions about this year. Not New Year resolutions, because that sounds like a thing that ends, but intentions more like the journey. Right? What's your intention? And what's your intention for us this year, Hans?
Oh, sweetheart. It's to deepen our love bond and to make sure that our ever-loving... No, this year, actually, you're right. That's a good question, because this year's going to be our 10th anniversary this year.
Yeah.
And so that's a big deal to me, right? We've been married 10 years.
Yeah. That's the first marriage, the last 10 years for you. Doesn't sound like he has a lot of marriage. No, there's only second marriage.
Right, so it's a big deal, to have the marriage. Yeah, so
and it's a big deal for me, because I'm not a commitment person.
That's right. She's been trying to ditch me for 12 years, but it's okay. We're going to make her 10-year anniversary.
Okay, so what's your intention then?
I told you, to grow in lovingness with my beautiful wife. No, I mean, we've had a great year. We've been getting closer, and our bond is stronger and better all the time.
And we still fight.
We do fight. Yeah, she's good. She's a good fighter. That's right, and I'm a good avoider. So, we still get along great, right? We're both pretty good avoiders. Some avoid with anger and some avoid with cleaning the bathroom, but we're not going to judge each other.
And it's really nice when I'm upset, and he's like cleaning pretty good.
Keeps you out of trouble. That's about it, though. So, welcome to 2025, everybody. I hope you have a super deluxe great year.
Yeah, and just
health and happiness and lovingness.
And just create your own happiness.
And, I'll tell you, last year on New Year's, we were in the city, and we went to church, right? And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and a Vietnamese church, everybody got a gift.
Oh, right? That's the Vietnamese New Year.
Anyway, so got New Year's, got this scroll as my gift. Can't read Vietnamese. My wife couldn't help me. So I had to ask my mother-in-law, right? And so she read to me, and it's the scripture line that says, knock and the door will open, ask and you'll receive. And so that was kind of impactful for me, because I've never really been a person to ask for what I wanted.
Yes.
And I did that several times last year, where I had to make a conscious decision to either be, yeah, whatever, it's okay, or really be intentional with what I wanted. And it worked out really well for me last year. So.
Oh, now that you talk about that, another highlight for me this year and for us, that's past year, is that we went to the gym more. That was cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
yeah.
a gym and sauna, and we haven't been going to that because of Hans' surgery, but I'm looking forward to resuming that very soon.
Yeah, I would think this weekend, right? I'm going to the hospital tomorrow for another wound care episode, and after that, hopefully, I'm going to get the okay to start hitting the gym. And maybe not the sauna and the pool quite yet, but
I love it
exercising again.
In my my mid-40s, and I can still feel good wearing certain clothes and feel the curves. So I really enjoy going to the gym a lot. So.
Oh, that's right. And I really appreciate my wife's sexy body as well. And once we finish this video, I'm really going to try to convince her to make another video that none of you can ever see.
Stop it. Don't give people some dirty thoughts.
I know.
We don't do that.
But it's we don't do that. No, I was talking about playing dominoes and recording that, sweetheart.
Oh, okay, anyway, so
that's it. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.